Yo guys, what's going on? It's Chamber here. So in today's video, last video, if you guys don't know, was actually a Crynaut unboxing. Might want to check that one out. I kind of go through a little bit of that whole unboxing stuff, and I actually will be using that in this video. So I am taking a 1070 Founders Edition. I'm so sorry, guys. Let me actually look that up for you guys. Let me close all of these tabs. 1070 Founders Edition. Anyways. So let me just pull that up. So that is this right here. That cooler, it's pretty bad. It's not terrible. It's not the worst. It has a fan at least, and a decent looking fan at that. And it does look good. Don't get me wrong, but it's a blower. So that means especially if you don't have good case airflow, you're in trouble. Where something like an Asus Strix triple fan, something by EVGA, or even a water cooled card, it's a lot easier because you don't have stuff such as it's by itself. It's kind of pretty much self-contained. Obviously it needs case airflow, but it's taking the air underneath it, not the stuff in front of it being pushed in by your fans. Well, mine was overheating. Mine was getting to about 88, 90 degrees easily in thermal throttling, which that's even in a game like COD where I play in all low settings where my CPU is basically the most important part. So I was like, oh no. Maybe it's just not a good cooler. And I started looking up stuff like Arc, Thick, Acceleros, Extreme 3s, like stuff like this. I was like, maybe this will work. Maybe this, something like this. And I was like, for this Voyager warranty, that doesn't look very good. That looks kind of sketchy. And I was like, what can I do? And I thought, why don't I just repaste the cooler? And I was like, well, I'll just do that when I do this. I was like, why don't I just do it now and see how it works? So this is kind of what I use. So if you guys can't tell, I have some rubbing alcohol, the Crynaut, this screwdriver that my grandparents gave me. This has the screws I need. It was the weirdest screws in it. So this is a very long video, so I'm just going to kind of let it go. I don't understand why they decided. These screws don't make sense. Right now I'm testing them. Anyways. So I'm like, why? Why do you have screws that no one needs? Like NVIDIA, right to repair. And then they have screws that look like you need them, but you don't. Why? I don't understand. I'm going to kind of skip through some of this until we get... So, I'm kind of unscrewing it, and I'm like, maybe I got it. No, I forgot screws because they're covered. They're trying to hide the coloring of them to blend in. So it looks better, don't get me wrong. But then it's like, that's so confusing. I'm going to mute this just because I'm not even talking in it. I think I have my AirPods in or something. Flex. Why do I even have my headset on? Who knows, man? So these are pretty good screws. Those screws are needed. They hold the heat sink in so that it can actually dissipate heat that's brought in through the fan, the one fan. Now, while I'm talking about this, actually, Founders Edition coolers have gotten way better with tiering. Don't get me wrong. They are way better. Dual fans better than one fan blowing through than one. Now it's one on the core and the VRMs and one on the VRAM and stuff. It's way better in my opinion. Definitely does help, but obviously I'd recommend a extra cooler for someone else. All right. Now, I've had this card since Christmas of 2018. So, year and a half. I got it after Turing came out, but anyways, I got it for a good deal. Look at this paste. That's disgusting. I didn't touch it. I was like, not going to touch it. But that's nasty. Why is it so hard and glued, and why was it going over? Well, anyway, and then I got my rubbing alcohol. I started cleaning it off. Got the core all clean. And this made it look a lot better. Do not get me wrong. I could see the NVIDIA logo. I could see the core. Don't remember what core it has right now. And we can't really see because of the light. Anyways, look at that shiny core. Now, I use that. Why did I use that much? I don't know. It's smaller than a processor, so I don't even know myself. And then I thought, hey, where's that little applicator tool? I was like, let's do this Verge style, or I just want to make sure it actually went over. That's way more thermal paste than you really need for this. I'm going to be honest with you guys. So we're kind of hanging out here. I was like, okay, that's pretty good. So then I attach it, go right. First, I thought I put it on wrong. I was like, but that's where the fan goes. Well, anyways. So then those were actually pretty hard to install. But once you get one kind of slightly threaded, and then you get the other one in. It's good. Also, they are spring loaded, so you can't go too far. Kind of like how, I don't know, like some extreme overclocking and other things are. Anyways, that's right here is the little orange thing. That's where I got all my bits. Like, explain to me why they're not. Like, why can't you use normal stuff in video? Like, you're not going to let us repaste your card if we send it to you. So why couldn't you use normal screws so we can? I don't even know. Anyways, so we keep going. And we're here. No, I'm screwing it back. Now, this little window thing, I was like, maybe I can like attach another like 40 mil fan or something to see how can that go? Lower my temps. And then I was talking to one of my friends and he's like, it's there for a reason. I was like, that's so right. I mean, this is a higher end, well, especially when this came out and this card was this. I was like, this is a higher end card. I'm like, that makes so much sense. It's there to push the air through. So that was something I didn't even think of. Anyways, finish the card and thumbs up. So I'm like, I'm going to go back to full screen. I was like, okay. So I plug it in. Now this is going to be funny. I plug it in. I'm like, so I put it back in my case, plug in the power connector. So I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, I'm like, my monitor's not showing up, this monitor. I'm like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And then I realized I didn't plug it in. I didn't plug in a DisplayPort cable or my Elgato in. And I was like, you're kidding me. And now, when I was literally doing this test before, it was having trouble after about 20 minutes to 30 minutes. No, like, the core was going instantly to 80 plus degrees, going down to like 1800 megahertz. It was terrible. Like, I was like, I needed something. I have been running this since before I started this video. And yes, you guys can see this. I'm at 1911 megahertz on my 1070, 4000 on the memory, and 78C. It's been stuck there. It started off kind of climbing. 77, 78 is where it's at. And this is at 75% fan speed that I manually set, 600 on the core, and 160 megahertz core boost at 1.093 volts. So I locked it with K boost on, which just means it tries to load itself at 100%. So was it a good idea to repaste my card? Yes, it definitely was. If you're on something like Pascal, maybe even touring, I do recommend repasting your card. You don't need something like crying out. Obviously, you can do MX4. Just get some thermal paste. Please repaste your card, even if you're on AMD. I know that they're 5700, maybe the Navi graphics cards use they use a thermal pad. Obviously not as good, but with the way they had it, if you use paste, it can make it worse. So the same. So if you do already have thermal paste on your card, on like the 580, 500 by AMD's, stuff like that, or if you're on good old NVIDIA Team Green, if you have 900, 1000, 2000 series, maybe you're getting maybe to about that point, 2 years, might be a good time to repaste your graphics card, especially saying we're all at home, we have nothing to do. Just watch a guide on YouTube on how to take apart your cooler. It doesn't have to be the exact same. A lot of stuff use the same cooler, such as like a 2080 Ti and a 1080 Ti Strix. Those use them. EVJ uses a lot of their coolers. So if you guys are interested in that, you can do it yourself. There's some good guides by people such as Gamers Nexus. And just watch some videos. And you guys will really like this. Get some good thermal paste. I'll link some thermal paste down here also below. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. Comment down below, honestly, if you want to. I'm going to have some more videos out very, very soon. I hope so, at least. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.